Hello and welcome to VR Vertigo. So, here we are again. But this week brings something a bit different. Microsoft has, how can I put this, sacked, pushed out, given the boot to Sarah Bond. And Xbox, under the leadership of the new CEO Asha Sharma, moves into, well, uncharted territory, a brave new world? Well, we can only hope so, because Xbox has been consistently missing the mark for the last, well, let's not do a post-mortem here and now. So Asha Sharma came on the scene in rather a kind of damp squib, really. It was all a bit of a surprise. Everyone was kind of like, who? So everyone did the prerequisite research that's required at times like this and tried to find out who Asha Sharma was. And, well, she's got a pretty good track record. However, the alarm bells did start going off quite early on, because it seems Asha Sharma and AI are close buddies, and AI and gaming is having a rather rocky relationship right now. But she is, like all CEOs, embarking on a brand new adventure, making all the right noises. She's gone online and rather refreshingly said, look, I'm not a gamer, let's not fake this, but I want to understand what gaming is about. She also understands that the communities within Xbox, just as there are communities everywhere, when there's some kind of change, greet that change with some suspicion. On the face of it, she appears to be a very canny lassie. And that's what Xbox needs right now, a smart woman. And we can only hope that the smarts that she's shown upon her arrival continue. She said in response to one particular post, the contents of which are kind of, not very important right now, I hear you. Well, let's see if that continues to be the case. Will she continue to hear us? Now, I'm not saying that Asha Sharma should take on every opinion and somehow forge forward. I don't think that's possible. I said this in a previous video on my other channel. What I think she should do is take the temperature of each and every room and opine on that overall consensus. That way, if gamers at some point in the future try to turn on her, she can say, these were your ideas. I've got the receipts. I don't know why I pointed to the screen there. Receipts. But this is a VR channel, you're saying. I know it's a VR channel. And why aren't you talking about VR? Well, I'll tell you why I'm not talking about VR, because this preamble was necessary. VR. Ta-da! Now, I know it's not very easy to see. You'll have to, So, HoloLens, Microsoft HoloLens. I've been going on for quite some time now about how I think Microsoft should develop a VR headset. Why? I hear you ask. There's Meta. Well, we all know what's happened to Meta. They've kind of stepped back. They haven't taken a bow and walked off stage right. However, they have reduced their participation in VR. To what level we have yet to see, but the signs are all there. And so now, there's never been a better time for Microsoft to introduce something like, I don't know, a consumer HoloLens? They've got everything that they need to develop something truly great. And if you're sat there looking at the screen thinking, what on earth are you going on about, Mark? There's so many other headsets out there. You can never have enough VR headsets. And that's just the fact of life. We as VR gamers and enthusiasts are exactly like Asha Sharma. We're right on the precipice of a brand new adventure, and a Microsoft headset can only make that great. Why would we need a Microsoft headset? The Microsoft back catalogue, the Xbox console. Asha Sharma sat next to Matt Booty and said, we're not getting rid of Xbox. There is going to be another console, a brand new Xbox. What shape or form that takes, we've yet to see. After all, she's brand new. But what isn't brand new is Microsoft's history with VR technology. And in a world where buying games consoles seems to be falling away, what better way is there to reinvigorate the console market other than by introducing more kit to go with it? If the next Xbox console releases as Steam has just done, with a suite of kit, amongst it being a brand new VR headset, well, winner, winner, chicken dinner. We're all awaiting the Steam offering with great anticipation. But the question marks are already there. Is it going to be enough for the job that it needs to do? My own take on the conversation was that optimization was going to save the Steam machine and the Steam frame. That with a clever little bit of magic and jiggery-pokery and, let's say, more than a bit of finessing behind the scenes, or should I say under the hood, the Steam frame and the Steam machine will be the go-to for VR enthusiasts. Asha Sharma, with her rather extensive history in new technology, can't be unaware of VR, absolutely must understand that VR is a thing. And that rather than Meta stepping away from VR or stepping back from VR being a negative point, actually opens the door. Will give Microsoft and Asha an opportunity to become a star of VR. As she looks over her new Microsoft portfolio, she must understand that here lies a grand opportunity to confound the naysayers, but more importantly, to steal a march on everybody else who is currently in the VR space. And for exactly the same reasons that the Steam frame was a huge offering, the Steam back catalogue, a Microsoft VR headset would do exactly the same, if not more. That means whoever develops over the next 5 years could take the crown entirely. Could develop a headset to leave all of the headsets behind. And by that I don't mean the biggest field of view, the greatest resolution, or the cheapest headset. No. A good headset is everything to everyone, and that's a fine line to walk. But if anyone can walk it, Microsoft can. They have a credible history of research and development from which to tap into. I'm betting that we could very well see a headset from Microsoft. And if we do see a headset from Microsoft, it may very well end up being a game changer. And so, Asha Shah, I say to you,
like she's ever going to see this,
come hither and bring your A game, because VR is waiting for its new hero. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. Do like, subscribe and share. It really would help the channel. And until next time, bye-bye.